I believe we are up and running and we are live and good to go. Welcome, everybody, to this YouTube class. This is our first YouTube class from North America for Charlotte Tilbury, and we are so excited to have everybody. This class is all about makeup for beginners. So if you are joining, we are going to go through the ins and outs of how to create an amazing look from start to finish with skincare. Charlotte always says, great makeup always starts with great skincare. My name is Rasheena Green, and I am the Digital Events Manager for Charlotte Tilbury in North America. I see so many of you in the chat, and I am streaming live from Los Angeles, and I'd love to hear where everybody else is tuning in from. I see someone from Goa. Hello in LA, Brittany. I'm also here. Welcome. So, what we're going to learn today, again, if you are just joining, is how to create makeup for beginners. We're going to make it really simple. Our motto here at Charlotte is our products are easy to use, easy to choose, and skincare infused. I do have my amazing chat moderator friend LL in the chat who is going to be adding links so that if you want to shop these products, you absolutely can. It'll take you to charlottetilbury.com. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. I did want to mention, if you are brand new to Charlotte Tilbury, a little bit about her. Hello in Sweden, and in the UK, hello. The volume is very low. Let's get our tech person on there. Hi, Jamie. So we have our tech person here who's going to turn up the volume so everybody can hear us really well. But what I wanted to say is Charlotte is known as the Queen of Glow. She's been in the industry going on almost 30 years, and she's been doing red carpets all over the world, so we're really excited to share all of her tips and tricks with all of you. So we have our tech person working on the sound. You guys tell me when you can hear me really clearly, or I'll actually try to speak a little bit louder as well. So how am I sounding now? A little bit better? Hello in Vegas, Scotland. Hello, everybody. All right, we're working out all of those kinks. Again, this is our very first YouTube video recording live for Charlotte Tilbury in North America, so we're working out those kinks for all of you. I'm going to do my best to speak really loud and really clear so that everybody can hear me. And again, just let me know in the chat if you're able to hear me a little bit better. They're in the computer working their magic as we speak. But before I get started, again, I just want to say great makeup starts with great skincare. So I have a pretty bare face right now, and what we're going to do is start off with Charlotte's iconic magic cream. So what I want you to do is in the chat, go ahead and type and let me know if you've had a chance to try this amazing luxury moisturizer. What's really fantastic about this is Charlotte actually created magic cream before she created any makeup. This was the very first thing that she ever came out with because she felt that there was a need for really amazing skin before amazing makeup. Charlotte used to work, or she still does actually, backstage during Fashion Week, so many different shows. And what she discovered is models didn't always have the best skin. So she went home and she threw together some amazing ingredients, like the alchemist that she is, and she put it in a little jar that she called Charlotte's Cream, and she would bring it backstage to Fashion Week. And when I tell you, she would apply this luxury cream all over her models and her, celebrity clientele, and they would come running back, not walking. They would come running back and they would say, Charlotte, can I get a sample of that magic cream? And literally their skin was instantly transformed. So Charlotte likes to say, there's so many anti-aging creams on the market that say you'll see results in 28 days. Darling, we do not have that time. So with Charlotte's magic cream, you're 10 years younger, 28 seconds. So I just used a small amount and I'm applying it all over my face. Don't forget your neck. And this is not only going to hydrate my skin, this is also really youth boosting, but it's also going to prep and prime my skin for makeup. So I really love using magic cream because since I've been using it, I actually end up wearing less foundation, which I know we're a makeup brand, but my goal is to wear, as little as possible to really show my true skin. Charlotte always likes to say beautiful before and beautiful after. So some of my favorite ingredients about magic cream is it has this organic aloe vera. So for those friends out there who suffer from a lot of redness in their skin, this is going to soothe the redness. For those of you who are on our dry side, this also has hyaluronic acid, so it's going to be super duper hydrating. And this is really for all skin types, but especially amazing for more of a normal to dry skin. If you're on the oily side, we also do have a Magic Cream Light, which is more of a lotion version of the cream. And that's going to be a little bit lighter weight. So if you do have that oily skin, you can still get the benefits of Magic Cream, but in a lighter version. So now my skin is prepped and primed and ready for makeup. My lips are a little on the dry side, living here in Los Angeles, you know, never drink enough water. So I'm going to go in with Charlotte's Magic Lip Oil. I absolutely love this. This is a lip conditioner by day, and it's a lip mask by night. So I'm just putting it on, really lathering it up. Let me get in there. It's got this really great rollerball tip. Where are you? There we are. So I just kind of shellac it on there. I actually also really like to go a little past the lip because it helps with the vertical lines that we tend to get over time. So if you drink from a water bottle, a straw, maybe you're a smoker, we tend to get those premature lines, and so this is going to really help also plump and smooth those areas. All right. I'm hoping you guys can hear me a little bit better. Let's see. I'm looking at the chat here. We're going in and out of checking this, so just bear with us. I appreciate your guys' patience. Makeup is magic, and we're getting it together. So now that I have my skin prepped, I'm going to go in with Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation. I would love to know in the chat if you've had a chance to try this amazing foundation. So a little bit about this is a medium coverage. It's also buildable. Oh, it sounds great now. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Okay. Oh my gosh, I missed all this stuff in the chat. I'm sorry. I'm just catching up now. No, someone says no. Okay, some people are saying great sound, hearing good. Yes, it's amazing. Okay, let's get in there. So, Beautiful Skin Foundation. Oh, you're using headphones. Okay, thanks, Alexandra. Some people are saying no sound. Okay, well, hopefully most of you can hear it, and the no sound, we can get it figured out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put one pump of this Beautiful Skin Foundation on my hand, and you can apply this several different ways. Because this is makeup for beginners, I'm actually going to use my fingers, because why not? You can use a brush if you want to. I like to use my hands because I find that my body heat really warms it up and melts it into the skin really beautifully. Fantastic. And you'll see, I'll do actually half of my face so you can see the difference. Let me get my mirror handy so I can see what I'm doing. And again, this has a rose complex, so it's really nice and brightening. If you are a big fan of using a sponge, you can totally use a sponge. If you want to use your brush, you can absolutely use your brush. On the other side, I'll actually use a brush so you can see the difference. But if you are just, you know, a person on the go and you just want to pop this on, run out the door, you can absolutely just use your hands as I did here. So do you guys see the difference? So before, she's a little red, she's a little splotchy, and after. So what's great about this foundation is it's called Beautiful Skin Foundation because it doesn't change what you look like. It still looks like your skin, but just perfected. As I mentioned already, Charlotte always says beautiful before and beautiful after. Oh, she really gets my confidence going, that Charlotte. So as I mentioned, the other side I do want to apply with a brush. And can I show you all? We have this amazing holiday brush set. Would you just look at this purple, beautiful sort of velvet texture? And it comes with 4 amazing brushes. So we have our foundation brush, which I'm about to use. We have our powder brush, which we can use for blush, bronzer, as well as our setting powder. We also have our smudger brush for eyeshadow and other things. And then we also have our blender brush for shadow, concealer, other things like that. So first thing I'm going to do is use this brush here. This is going to be our foundation brush to apply the other side. So for those of you who don't like to use your hands and you want to use a brush, I will show you how easy it is to apply Beautiful Skin Foundation using this Hollywood Complexion Mini brush. So it just glides on super beautifully. What's great about this brush too is it's simultaneously applying and also buffing. So you're not going to get those streaks and those lines that sometimes we get with other brushes. So look at how quick and easy and effortless that was. I'm actually going to put a little bit more because I missed my forehead. And so tell me in the chat, I can't really see the chat right now, but I'll check it out in a second. What type of application do you like to use? Do you like to use a brush? Do you like to use a sponge? Or do you like to use your hands? And so what I'm doing, again, just finishing this look off. How are we liking it? It looks really good, right? Looks like my skin. So I'm actually using the shade 7 Warm. And my lovely chat moderator has applied the links to these products as well. So feel free to click them. It'll take you to Charlotte's website, and you can shop during this class if you want to. Let's see, I'll answer a couple questions. Why does my makeup start fading around the nose area and it looks patchy also? So Tina, if you use a good primer or even use Magic Cream, which has a built-in primer, that will help with that. Because we tend to get a little bit more oily in the T-zone, sometimes you'll get a little bit of a separation. So I really like to use Magic Cream because it really helps keep my makeup in place from morning to night. It just looks really great. So consider that for sure. And Magic Cream comes in a few sizes. We have a travel size, we have a 30 milliliter and a 50 milliliter, and also a super jumbo size. Yeah, Blonde Mermaid, you like to use your hands too. Me too. Brush or sponge. There's nothing wrong with any of that. Obviously, they look identical on both sides. I just really like the body heat to warm it up and press it in. So now that we have our foundation all over, I don't know if you noticed, but I kept the under eye area free of any makeup. Team Finger, I love that. So now I'm going to go in with Charlotte's brand new, beautiful skin, radiant concealer. Absolutely obsessed. I need to know who has had a chance to try this because it is selling out globally. People are obsessed with this medium buildable coverage concealer. It's really fantastic because it's going to use, you can conceal with it, you can correct with it, and you can even contour with it. So again, being a fan of the finger, I am actually just using my ring finger, which is the lightest pool as far as all of your other fingers, and I'm tapping or stippling, you can say. Hello in Romania. Yeah, the Magic Cream is really, really a great primer, moisturizer. Cynthia, we do have a good sunscreen. So we have a UV primer that has an SPF of 50. So if you actually want to be extra primed, you can use Magic Cream first and also put the UV primer on top. So not only will you be getting priming for your makeup, but you're going to get protection as well from any harmful UVA and UVB rays. Great question. Alexandra, you also use your finger for concealer. I do. I really just like how it presses it in. Like if I have, a little bit of fine lines underneath my eyes. I'm no spring chicken, as they say. Almost 40, so I want to really make sure that this concealer is warmed up and pressed really nicely into my skin. I get a little bit of extra redness around my nose, and I have a little hyperpigmentation around my mouth. So I'm going in with the concealer as well. And again, I'm going to switch now to my brush. And I'm just going to tap this around to really give me a little extra coverage where I need it. So here we are, just tapping it in. So let's see. Why does my concealer go dry or streaks? Also, again, could be what you're using before it. I always like to just start with a really hydrated skin using Magic Cream. So serum or oil isn't necessary, just the moisturizer is fine. You can. So Tima, if you do not want to get into a whole routine, you can absolutely just do Magic Cream. I really like to treat myself, so I do like to start off with our glow toner, and then I use our serum, and then I do our Magic Cream. But since this class is all about makeup for beginners, I wanted to make it really simple and easy because Magic Cream is a really great starter step as far as getting into our amazing skincare. So, Olivia, it's the Magic Cream. It's really that secret. 10 years younger, right? 28 seconds. Okay, so the concealer works really fantastic over Magic Vanish. Just really tap it in there. Let the Magic Vanish dry for a second, and then you can go in with your concealer. Great question. So this concealer is different than our other ones. Our Magic Away is a fuller coverage. This one is a brightening concealer, and it's more of a medium coverage. So I've got my foundation. I've got my concealer on. What are we going to do next? Let's do a little bit of brows. So I'm going to use, I have a little pencil in now, And I'm going in with our legendary brows. First of all, this guy is so amazing. It is a long wearing, 24-hour waterproof. It's got the world's tiniest little brush. So it's going to absolutely grab hairs that I didn't even know that I had. So what you're going to want to do is brush them up. Charlotte is totally inspired by that 90s supermodel brow, that fluffy brow that's really going to lift your eyes. It's going to make them wider and brighter. And you're just going to see right now the comparison of the two. Got a little extra right there. This has these like sort of elastic fibers that really give you that stretch. If you have super fine brows or you just don't think you have any brows, I just challenge you to try this product and see how much bigger your brows look. Do you see the difference between these two brows? Do you guys see this before and after? And this is literally the same amount of hair on both sides, but just with this product, look at how fluffy. It's like double the size. Do you all see this? So if you are looking for products and you don't know what shade you should be using, you can totally book in on charlottetilbury.com one of our virtual appointments, and a Charlotte Tilbury Team Tilbury artist will help you select the perfect shade. So go ahead and check that out because we're totally here to help you to select all of the right colors. And now, since we have done magic to this brow, we're going to go ahead and do the other side. Isn't this nuts? Okay, so let's watch it again. I'm just brushing upwards and outwards. I'm using the shade dark brown. We also have a few other shades if you're, blonde, or if you have more of a soft brown hair color. If you have silver hair, there is a shade for you. Again, I'm using dark brown because I have dark brown hair. And I'm brushing upwards and outwards for this long-wearing, waterproof, legendary brow. Do you guys see this? Who am I? I love it. All right. So now that we have our brows done, we have our foundation done, I'm going to jump into a little bit of bronzing. Charlotte always likes to do facial framework first. So I'm going to be using her brand new Beautiful Skin bronzer, and it's a cream bronzer. And I'm actually going to be using her Beautiful Skin bronzing brush. So I'm just going to tap it in. It's a kabuki. And I'm going to give myself some warmth right along the cheeks. And I'm going to suck in my cheeks and follow the hollow, is what Charlotte likes to say. Don't be afraid to get it right into the hairline to give yourself that warmth. Give it a little tap. And I'm using the shade medium. Kari, feel free to try a little sample size of the magic cream. We do have the travel one, so if you are loving it, you can get the bigger size later and keep that travel size, because when you're traveling, I actually like to just refill it from my larger bottle. But truly, the very first day that I tried magic cream, I never turned back. I was using another moisturizer before this that shall remain nameless, and I'd used it for 10 years. And they say if it's not broke, don't fix it. And the very first day that I used magic cream, I retired my old moisturizer because my skin was instantly turned around. You guys heard it. I'm almost 40. My skin is looking pretty good. It's the best my skin has ever looked in my life. And it is in part to mostly magic cream and Charlotte's entire skincare lineup. So I'm just bronzing up. Do we love this? I live in LA, so even though it's fall officially, autumn, it's still quite warm here in Southern California. People are still at the beach. All right. Yeah, Cynthia, get connected with one of our Team Tilbury. We don't want you to have the wrong colors. We want to make sure that you are set up for success, so they'll definitely help you find something great. Okay, now that I'm foundation, concealer, bronzer, I'm a little shinier than I want to be, so I'm going to reach inside my brush mini, and I'm going to grab my powder brush, and I'm going to go in with Charlotte's award-winning Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. So I'm using the shade number 2 medium, and I'm going to go up close so you can see how magical this is. Watch how this takes down shine, but it still looks like skin. It doesn't look overly dry, overly chalky. Let's see some people here in the chat. We don't have another version of the night cream. We have our original, which people are in love with it, or if they're not in love with it, they don't know how to properly use it. So let me give you a little tip. Make sure to just use a pea-size amount of the night cream. And then what you're going to want to do is really massage it into your skin until it feels like satin. Because when you initially use it, it has a very honey-like texture. Keep massaging, keep massaging, keep massaging, and then it's going to feel really nice like a rose petal. That's when it's activated and really good to go. If you do not love the texture of night cream, what you can do is a little splash of water. It emulsifies it really nicely and you won't feel any texture whatsoever. So that's a little pro tip for you. Let's see. So Ayla, I think is how you pronounce your name. I apologize if I got that wrong. So you use the magic cream, the flawless foundation, and the finish powder, but still after 3 hours, your makeup starts to fade away. So what you could do too, if you have just concerns with long wear, is absolutely, I'm obsessed with Charlotte's Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This has gone viral online. I'll do a little bit now and also do a little bit later. This is a 16-hour wear, so this is going to really help lock your makeup on. The trick is, I actually typically, when I didn't do it today, of course, is spray your face before you put on any makeup. So put your moisturizer on, then spray your face, then do your full face of makeup, and then spray it one more time. And when I tell you, you could go probably deep sea diving and it's not going to come off. All right, I'm going to move right along now to, again, this class is all about makeup for beginners, and I really love her quick and easy set. So these have gone really viral online. People are loving them. I know we do have some sold out, so you'll just have to check in each one of your countries, but it just pops open like so. And what's great about it is there's pre-made sets, but you can also buy them individually. So if you run out or you just kind of want to mix and match and make your own, you totally can. And what comes in here is you first get a little eyeshadow crayon, which I will show you. I'm using Super Chic today, which is my personal favorite. And then you get a cheek and lip color. This is the one we'll be using today. Gorge. And then last but not least, you get a highlighter. And I just love how quick and easy this set is because you can just pop it on. Where is my hand? And run out the door. So I'm going to show you all how very quickly it is to create this really fast makeup look. We're already prepped here, obviously, with a little bit of skin, some brows. Now we're just going to pop on, again, a little eye, cheek, and lip. So first of all is the eyeshadow crayon. We're going to be using Super Chic, which, again, really beautiful. It's also, I believe, our only matte one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color this on along my lid into my crease, just like so. So you almost want to make a half circle like that. And then what I'm going to do is you can go in with your brush or you can go in with your finger. I'm going to very gently tap along the edges and blend it upwards and outwards. Do you see how that took 2 seconds? With that same little eyeshadow, I'm going to go underneath my eye like so. And then with that same finger, I'm going to very gently blend it along. Are we seeing how easy this is? All right. So now I'm going to do the same thing. Let's go up close so you can all see. Coloring it along the eye, making a half circle. I'm going to actually switch hands. Look at this. I'm like, what do they say? Ambidextrous. So I'm going in with my finger and very lightly blending the edges. You don't have to rub the entire eyelid, just the edges so that there's no lines. And do you see how quickly that went on? Again, makeup for beginners. This is such a great set. If you're new to makeup or if you're gifting to maybe a young person who's getting into makeup, an older person getting into makeup. So my eye is done, essentially. I'll add a little bit of liner in a second. Actually, let's add a bit of liner now. So I love this liner. This is our duo liner. So it comes with black on one side, and it comes with a really pretty shimmery champagne on the other side. So let's do a little bit of the shimmery champagne first. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw a little bit in the inside corner. You know how people always like to do a little bit of sparkle? Like, do you see the difference? Let's add a little bit here. as well. So we've got a little shimmer and shine. Now what I'm going to do is a little bit of the black side just along my lashes in the corner. So I'm going to get up close, whoops, so you can all see. Let's see. Okay, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit on the outside edge of my eye. I have a bit of a, what they call a hooded eye, so I don't like to fill my whole eye up with liner, just the outside edge. So do you see how this instantly elongates my eye? And I've got that really cute Charlotte Tilbury feline flick. So here we go again, just a little bit in the outside corner. I'm just going to draw a little lift from the bottom lash line and a little bit of a fill just in the top corner, about a centimeter in. So do those look about even? I think so. What's great about this too is once it sets, it's really long wearing. So if you get watery eyes or you cry a lot or your makeup smears, if you have oily skin, this has been the only liner that I can really wear that does not move for the whole day. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Are we loving this? Let me know in the chat how we're liking it. So as I finish off the eye, I'm going to put a little bit of mascara. Don't worry, we're going to go back to those quick and easy sets. I'm going to be using Charlotte's Legendary Lashes Mascara. And let me just tell you, this is an oldie but a goodie. This gives you 507% more volume. So if you like voluminous, sort of almost false lash looking lashes, this is the one that you want. It comes in a carbon black, so it also makes your lashes really dark. Oh yeah, if you have the hooded eye, it's such a good trick for that liner. You do not have to line your whole eye because I find that sometimes it closes my eye out and makes it look smaller. But do you see the difference between my two? Very voluminous, right? So I'm just going to put a little bit more on the other side. We are almost wrapping up this look. I hope you all have enjoyed. We've got a few more minutes. I'm going to finish up the lips and the cheeks. But this is Charlotte Tilbury's makeup class for beginners. Thank you all for bearing with us for all of the technical issues. I'm so happy you got to be part of our first, and hopefully if you join us for our future ones, we'll have all of those little kinks worked out. Oops, who doesn't smudge a little mascara on their cheeks? There we go. Even the pros. All right, yeah, 507%. It's, trust me, when I heard that, I was like, that's a really weird number. But they gave it, so I'm giving it too. All right, so up next in this set is the blush. Okay, when I tell you, this is actually for the cheeks and the lips. So I'm going to put a little circle right there and a little circle right there. And then I'm also going to just pop a little bit on my lips. Quick and easy, right? This just gives me... That's cute. I love this because it feels like very fall colors. So I'm going back in with my Hollywood complexion brush and I'm just stippling. I'm smiling and I'm buffing in little tiny dots upwards towards the back of the cheek. So right on the cheekbone, on the apples of those cheeks, and up and back. Do you guys see that? Look at how cute it is. So right here, just tap, tap, tap. You don't have to swipe it. Just kind of blending, and I love it. Such a, like I said, an autumnal shade, perfect for fall, for autumn. Halloween's around the corner. I love this for all of my holiday parties. Okay, so if you're not holding a curl, Kayla, I'm going to put a little bit of this on my nose, by the way, because that's what all the kids are doing, and it looks so cute. Look at that. Our Pillow Talk Push-Up Lash Mascara is going to give you 24-hour vertical lift. So that's a really great mascara for holding a curl. Okay, last but not least in this little set is the highlighter. When I tell you, I could color my entire face with this if you really let me. But I'm going to put this highlight right here. Look at that. This highlight right here. Look at that. Let's put a little bit on the tip of the nose. A little bit on the tip of the lip. Oops. A little bit on the bridge of the nose. I'm going to grab a little bit of this with my finger. And I'm going to tap it under my brow. Well, why not? Look at that. I hope you guys learned so many amazing tips here. Here we go, here we go. And feel free, if you are wanting to learn more tips, you can follow me on Instagram at Rasheena Green Artistry. And I will answer any questions you have there. You can DM me. I would love to be your friend as well. I'll follow you back. And again, if you want help selecting colors, you can go to charlottetilbury.com and schedule in an appointment with our Team Tilbury, and they'll help you select colors for foundation, shadows, lips, whatever you want. They're very helpful. We also have a foundation finder that you can use on charlottetilbury.com that makes it really easy for you to help select your shade. All right, so I'm going to add one last pinch of powder because it's hot in here and I'm getting a little bit of shine in my T-zone. So I'm going in again with our Airbrush Flawless Finish and my little travel size mini brush just down the T-zone and around the nose because that's where it just gets a little bit oily for me. You know when you feel cute, you zhuzh your hair. But how are we liking it, everybody? Quick and easy makeup magic with Charlotte Tilbury. Again, this class is all about makeup for beginners, but even if you are, you know, an expert or you've been doing makeup for years, hopefully you learned something really, really amazing today. I hope that you are able to try our magic cream. It's such a must-have. I always like to end these classes with my top 3, so for sure magic cream, for sure my quick and easy sets, obsessed with those. And then, of course, our beautiful skin radiant shop on charlottetilbury.com. And until next time, have an amazing rest of your day and happy shopping. Bye, everybody. Come and see us again. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Glad you like the brushes.